I really suck at intros. Alright, I'm gonna start over.
That's a perfect blooper though.
It's still recording, it's fine. I can just cut it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this intro with you. Come on.
So today we're gonna be doing a get ready with me my go-to makeup look. What I use. Okay, I can't focus with You're so cute. Say hi. It's pretty much what I do when I'm gonna be. There's got drool all over my shirt. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna have to change my shirt because he just got drool all over it. Ew. It's okay, Bodhi. I love you. You're so cute. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a get ready with me, how I do my makeup on days where I'm going to go hang out with my friends or go out with my man for dinner or, you know, just lounge around. So it's going to be kind of more geared towards like my makeup look that I go to, so like my go-to makeup look. So yeah, so if you guys are interested on how to get my look, just go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing that I do is I prime my lids. I always start with my eyes because I just feel like if I fuck up my liner or if I do anything bad to my eyes, I can always just like wipe it off and restart and not have to worry about taking my concealer off and all my foundation and stuff. So the first thing I do is I'm going to prime my lid with MAC Soft Ocher paint pot. And yes, I'm going to be using a 242 MAC brush to do this. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking this color right here, which is soft brown. This is a palette that I've made with MAC. It's like my go-to palette. So I'm just going to be taking Soft Ocher on a 224 MAC brush. And I'm just going to be blending that in my crease. Back and forth in windshield wiper motions. Windshield wiper and circular. And I'm taking it really in, and then I'm also blending it up. And then whatever's like left, I kind of like brush it out, like so. I'll probably dip back in like maybe 1 or 2 more times to kind of just build the color. We'll move on to the next step. Okay, so now that I've built my color, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Brule, which is this color right here. And then what I like to do is I like to take that Soft Ocher paint pot and I like to kind of carve out my lids again just to make it more defined. So what I'll do is I'll just take it on my 242 and I'll just go back over and carve it out. I feel like this just gives it a little bit more structure and makes it pop a little bit more. I feel like sometimes when you're blending with shadows, you can get a lot of like the color on your lid when you're trying to keep it low but not too high. So this is a really good trick if you want to take back a little bit of that lid space but not ruin what you've already done to like your crease. kind of carved out my lid space, I'm going to go in with that same 242 that I used to do it, and I'm going to be dipping into Brule. And I'm just going to go ahead and pack that onto my eye and just laying it right on top of that soft ochre we just laid down. So don't worry about like getting it too white, or if you get it like on the crease, because you can always go back in with the brush that you used before and just kind of lightly dust it off. So I'm going to be going back in with the soft brown on my 242, and I'm just going to be blending in my crease one more time and kind of going over the white so that it kind of all blends together. And just with a really light hand. Okay, so now that my eyes are done, really simple, it's just 2 shadows. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of wing liner, but I'm going to do it off camera because I just feel like how many times do you guys have to see someone do wing liner? So, okay, so I went ahead and did my wing liner. If you guys are wondering what I use to do my wing liner, I use INGLOT. It's number 77. And then I went ahead and put mascara on my eyes. I use Too Faced Better Than Sex because the shit is the bomb. So yeah, so now I'm going to go ahead and go in and prime my skin. I'm going to be using MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance, and I'm just going to take a pump of that, and I'm going to go ahead and just work it in to my T-zone especially. I'm not really oily, I'm not really like super dry. I guess I'm combination, I'm kind of in between. So then for foundation, I'm going to be using MAC Studio Fix, and I'm in the color NC42. Now, this is a foundation that I've tried to get away from MAC foundation for a really long time, and I feel like I always come back to this, like all the time. I tried Makeup Forever, which I do love Makeup Forever, the foundation stick. It's just I'm in summertime right now, so I'm tan as hell, so the color doesn't match me anymore. But for some reason, I always leave and I always come back to Studio Fix. So it's just a staple. I feel like if you're a makeup artist, this is a staple. So yeah, so we're going to go in with NC42, and I'm going to use a wet beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend it into my skin. I gotta get my beauty blender. Unprepared. Unfucking prepared. Okay, so I'm just going to take a couple dots on my face, and then I'm going to be using Real Technique Complexion Sponge, and then I'm going to be using my Pro Beauty Blender Sponge to set my T-zone first. Damn, that's a lot of dots. I really like using some type of beauty blender with this foundation just because it can be a full coverage foundation, but I find that if you use like a sponge, it kind of makes it a little bit more sheer, a little bit more natural. And I do like a full coverage look, but if I'm going out just running errands and stuff, I don't want to be super fake face. So put on lipstick, the True Color can show through. color correcting. You don't really have too much dark circles. I mean, this just depends on the day. Today they're not too bad, but I'm going to be taking that Heaven Line highlight stick and the color Bright Forecast. And I just like to put a little bit of it over the eye. This is just going to help conceal. And the reason why I'm using Bright Forecast is because it's more like a salmon color. It's not like a burnt orange. I feel like sometimes if you don't blend it out correctly, or you put too much on, you literally look like an Oompa Loompa. So I like to use Bright Forecast. And I'm just blending it out with the Real Technique sponge. This is just going to help you look a little bit more awake. Do the same to the other side. And then I'm going to be going in with probably. Okay guys, so my camera cut off and I didn't realize it until after. So what I did after that little part was I went in with Shape Tape Concealer by Tarte, and I took my Urban Decay Naked Skin and I used a little bit of this underneath each eye, and then I only did like a dot or two of the Tarte Shape Tape because this stuff is super full coverage, and then I blended it out with my Real Technique complexion sponge. So now that we did that, I'm going to be going in with Airspun, and I'm just going to set my T-zone area. I like to do this on days where I know I'm going to be, you know, out and about for a really long time because Florida is hot as crap. And I sometimes am running errands like all day. So I'm just going to set my under eye. And then I like to take this as well and set my chin. Places that I find that I get really oily throughout the day. So I like to set my chin around my mouth because I talk a lot, especially when I'm at work. And then I like to set a little bit on the forehead. So this is just going to help ensure that I don't get super oily throughout the day and that my makeup is going to stay in place. Look at my lip. Okay, so after I do that, I'm going to let it sit for a second, and then I am going to go in with MAC Studio Fix NC42. And I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. I think this is from Sigma. Yeah, this is a Sigma F30 brush. So the next thing I'm going to be taking is my MAC bronzer, and it's in the color Bayana. I believe this was a part of a limited collection and they no longer have it, but it is the best bronzer that MAC has come up with in a really long time. I'm just going to contour my face a little bit with it. Maybe we should start a petition and have MAC bring it back. Because they brought back Oh Darling, and that's permanent now. So, adding a little bit of blush, and my favorite blush is Prism by MAC. I'm already hitting pan on it. And I'm just going to put it on the apples of my cheeks. Like so. Nothing fancy, just putting blush on. So the last step that I like to do is add a little bit of highlight. It depends on where I'm going. Like if I'm running errands, I probably won't do highlight. If I'm going out on like a dinner date, then I probably will do highlight. So I'm going to be taking Beaming Blush by MAC. And yes, everything I pretty much use is by MAC, in case you were wondering. And I'm taking it on a Morphe M438 brush. It's a really pretty golden highlight. It looks like pink. It's like reflective with like pink, but when it goes on, it's gold. It's really pretty. I'm going to be taking MAC Prep and Prime. I'm just going to prime my lips. I still have a little bit of foundation on there. And I'm going to be taking the color Whirl. Now, a trick that I really like to do is I actually like to put lip liner all over my lip. I actually sometimes just wear lip liner by itself. The reason I like to do lip liner all over my lip is because I feel like it helps make my lipstick last longer. I really just like the look that it gives. And I am overdrawing just a little bit. Alright, I can't see shit. I gotta pull this in.
Years later, 6.5 hours later, a few inches later, day 2, day 3, day 4, a few moments later, 1 eternity later, 3 days later, 12 seconds later, 3:28 a.m. 3 weeks later, many months later.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Okay. So now that my lips are lined and filled, I'm going to be going in with VIVIA GLAM 2 lipstick from MAC. It's a really, really pretty, light mauve pink. And I'm just going to put it right on top of this. Okay. And that pretty much completes this look. Wait, I forgot, Fix Plus. No makeup look is complete without Fix Plus, so a little bit of Fix Plus to set everything. And you are done. Okay guys, so this is the completed look. This is definitely my type of makeup. This is what I wear pretty much, like I said, to run errands, to meet up with friends, to go out. It's simple but glam at the same time. It's like, oh, she's not trying too hard, but damn, she looks good, you know? So it's like a mixture of the two of those. Like I said, it's only 2 shadows on the lid. It's a simple lip. And I really like it. It's what's me. This is what I like to wear. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to see more videos like this, just leave a comment in the description bar or the comment section below. Tell me what you guys want to see more. Do you guys want to see more makeup looks? Do you guys want to see more reviews, more hauls? I'm getting to know you guys. You guys are getting to know me. So just let me know. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.